Says, alright, what is going on, guys? It is Extreme Pizza Guy here, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be doing something just a little bit different with the channel. We're going to be doing a pretty much a game news update thing that I saw last night on Facebook due to my friend Xenozilla. So thank you to him for pointing it out. And that's a headshot. Also, pardon, I know a lot of you really don't like the World War II gameplay because of how many times I played it on stream. Just bear with me, okay? I'm trying to get, my shot back on with my LMGs and shit. Okay? It's been a while. It's been a minute. So I'm just playing some free-for-all with the goddamn thing. No real reason behind this. I just felt like playing it. So, in case a lot of you are not fans of games, and mainly the ones that I play, and that is completely fine, but if you're not, fuck you. No, it's a joke. A lot of you are not fans of what I play. A lot of you do not like Crash, a lot of you don't like Injustice 2, World War 2. A lot of games, Watch Dogs 2. I have a lot of 2 games in my title, and that's kind of weird and pathetic if you think about it. I am a loser. But, oh shit, I got scared. My hair is kind of like puffy, so when it gets puffy I put a headset on, it looks kind of weird. But, there was a news article, just last night that I saw. I didn't bother reading it. I wanted to look more into it, and I will. At some point, I will be looking more into it. But there's a news article going around that the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy edition of the game series is going to be coming to the PC and the Nintendo Switch. Now, I'm not mad about that. As long as it doesn't go to... I said it in multiple different videos before Crash came out and when Crash did come out. As long as this game does not go to Microsoft, there won't be an issue. There will not be an issue with me supporting the game's, direction that it goes in. But at the same time, I would like it to be more of a PS4 exclusive. But you know what? Whatever Activision chooses to do with their games and whatever Activision chooses to do with what they make, that is a complete decision on their behalf. I have no right to say anything about it. However, I do have some complaints with some other things that I feel I have more than enough right as being a die-hard Crash Bandicoot fan. I feel like I have the right to say some of this shit. So this is basically my opinion on the news that was released as of last night. Activision, in case you don't know, the people that made Crash Bandicoot 2, or not Crash Bandicoot 2, the new Insane Trilogy for Crash Bandicoot was announced last night by DBI's. I think it was correct. DBI's, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, people. But it was announced last night from what I've seen and heard and read about. I didn't really read too much. I'm not really much of a reader. I'm more of a guy who just relies straight on fact by reliable sources. And a lot of the people that I watched on, such as YouTube and Google and other video sharing websites, I've seen some pretty reliable sources say that yes, we are going to be getting a new Crash Bandicoot game early, late, or soon into 2019. Now, this is where the compliance comes from. This is where the complaint comes to. They said a new game by Activision. A whole new... Oh my god. Sorry, this is live gameplay. This is going to be a whole new game. For those of you who don't know, allow me to educate you guys a little bit, because I know some of you don't follow Crash as long as I have for the maximum amount of years that I've been following them. Crash Bandicoot was originally created by a company named Naughty Dog Studios and was created by a production company called Universal Interactive Studios. Those were the guys that made my favorite game ever of all time. That's a mine. Thank you very much for that, buddy. These are the guys that made my favorite game ever, which is Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, as you guys have seen gameplay of it before. And they made an amazing game. That was an amazing game. I loved it very, very much. It was my childhood game. I played it every single day after I came home from school. Whatever. It was then later on announced on internet, and at the time I didn't really know any of this, but it was announced earlier on in their year that the game was going to be bought, sold, and collected by Activision. Now, I'm going to state this right now. This is not me saying that Activision makes crappy games. Activision has had plenty of claims and plenty of time to show they can make a very good game. And they have. They have made a very good game. But that is besides the point. The point that I am trying to make here is they bought Crash Bandicoot from Naughty Dog and Interactive Studios, and they turned the game to utter shit. How did they turn the game to utter shit? They made Crash into something that at the time I didn't care about, but upon further investigation, I guess you could say, upon further, I don't know, research, I guess, I realized the two games that Activision made, now they could have made more Crash games for all I know, but the two games that Activision did make weren't there too. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. They're my least favorite games out of the Crash series ever. I hate these games with a burning passion because they are not Crash. They're just not who he is. Who is blowing up my phone? Crash is a very fun-loving character. He is completely child-friendly, which is why making, you know, some of the videos that are Crash, a lot of younger kids that I know, and I do know younger kids, it's gonna sound very pedophile-y, but I know younger kids, yeah, leave me alone. I know, you don't like kids, but yet you know younger kids. Listen, I have a little brother and a little sister. I'm gonna know younger kids at some point in my life. But, a lot of the younger kids actually went around and shared those videos because of just, I mean, not my language. My language was appalling. But, you know, they did go around and share those videos, and that was good to know, you know. It's nice. Oh, my lord. I don't give a fuck. I'm still winning. We got 2 minutes left in the game. I don't give a fuck, son. But, a lot of the kids that I, you know, have given me positive feedback, and I accept all kinds of feedback on my channel because I am still new to this. It's only been 2 years since I've been on YouTube, so I am still very new. And any kind of feedback is accepted. So when they tell me that, you know, Crash is, you know, oh, it's such a good game, I love it, I'm like, cool, awesome. But there's a problem with the Activision. Activision made the games known as, fuck that guy. Activision made the game Mind Over Mutant and Clash of Titans, I believe. If I remember the name titles correctly, those were the games that they made. There are so many campers, and I'm not winning anymore, and I'm getting kind of upset. Oh, that's what I get for running around with an LMG, huh? I don't give a shit. Sorry for that silence real quick. I was really focused. But they made Crash Bandicoot Clash of Champions. No, Clash of Champions. That's a fucking WWE pay-per-view. What? Incoming enemy artillery. Get to cover. They made Clash of Titans and Mind Over Mutant. If I remember the titles correctly, those were the games that they made. And those are my worst games ever. Like, I at the time when I played them, when I was like, God, how old was I when I played those games? They came out what year? I was a young kid. I was very young. Not like I'm still in diapers young, but I was young. I was decently young. And it's just, I didn't like, nowadays when I play it, I don't like the direction of the game that it was taking. The direction that it was taking was that they were trying to reinvent and recreate Crash. You can't recreate something that isn't dead. Like, Call of Duty World War II has, in my opinion, has completely recreated the franchise because of the boost jumping and the new alternative to the game that they were trying to take. So, I knew that was coming. It doesn't matter. I'm pretty good at. I'm at a pretty good thing. So the fact you just got gunned, bitch. The fact that this game is an idea, and it is, and the way it's looking is that Activision, when this company. Not Activision when I say this company, but this company that has announced that there will be a 2019 version of Crash, because I just found out today that the creators of the Insane Trilogy have a 5-year contract with Crash Bandicoot's, you know, development. So that's awesome, and we just got to win. Let's go, baby. To hear that Crash is going to be getting a new game makes me insanely happy. It makes me really happy to hear. Yeah, awesome. We're getting a brand new game. That's what made me not happy about it. A whole brand new game. Completely brand new. No. We don't need a whole brand new game. We don't need one. We don't want one. Some people do, some people don't. I'm one of the people that 100% wholeheartedly thinks we do not need a new game created by Activision because of how badly they did on this game. They did an amazing job. Do not misunderstand this. They did an absolutely amazing job at creating Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. They have everything down to almost a perfect one. They took some stuff out, which is fine. But the fact that they're making a brand new game isn't something I'm happy about because of how badly that they did on Crash Bandicoot, the 2 games that I hated. Now, we're not even gonna talk about the fact that they're going to have a possibility of moving PC and a Nintendo Switch with Crash in it. That's totally fine with me. That's not a bad thing because some people on there just, they like to play Crash and they want to play Crash and they can't because they don't have a PS4. I don't know. The more I'm thinking about the subject, the more I'm realizing I don't really have that much more to say. So I'm going to end it right here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Leave your comments down below on what you think. And that's all for right now. Peace out. Pizza Bites.